following program is an exclusive Disruption Networks production.
Hey, Disruption Network. This is Mike Sacco, the general manager at Nye Volkswagen of Rome. If you don't know me by name, it's only because you have not received the best deal. There's only one reason to leave Utica, and that's to come see me in Rome and get the best deal on your next new, pre-owned, or certified VW. Mention that you heard this ad from Disruption Network and receive $250 off your next vehicle purchase. You'll know why our customers say, I love my Nye VW. Come see us at 5865 Rome Taberg Road in Rome, or visit us online at nyvwofrome.com.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish, and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Pasalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Pasalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Pasalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Pasalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.
Wrestle Fandom Radio, Disruption Network, Stu Garrett rated R, ZB on the set first, Utica, New York, them CNY wrestling fans, giving you results like attendance, heads are in the stands, rumors in advance, who's returning, who got injured, we're paying homage to the legends going through the tenure, I had to spit it on wax, we give opinions and facts, all the latest updates, who was getting the strap, who was getting pushed, who was heating, who was cheating, who got buried for a top spot and who was leaving. What you think of TNA? What you think of the E? Who's the best in Ring of Honor? Who's in NXT? Also Lucha Underground and New Japan Pro. AAA in Mexico, you know this is the fan show. We do this for the love and show it locally. This is what a wrestling podcast's supposed to be. Disruption Networks, Wrestle Fandom Radio, reviewing the pay-per-views, talk about your favorite show, hear about who made the news, latest on the internet, what's the shooter, what's the work, who's the champ's biggest threat. Disruption Networks, Wrestle Fandom Radio, reviewing the pay-per-views, talk about your favorite show, hear about who made the news, latest on the internet, what's the shooter, what's the work, who's the champ's biggest threat. Do you hate Roman Reigns, who's the best in the Shield? Will John Cena eventually get
check it out.
Yep.
What is going down? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wrestle Fandom Radio.
That's the second time, dude.
You seriously almost flip it over?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Don't destroy it. You can't break the set.
This guy's a ruffian over here.
Yeah, so you guys better not fire me from the show or this shit's going down.
Oh, no. The only way we do that is if you were a raging alcoholic.
Oh, burn.
Oof.
Burn. Okay. Hold on. Let me finish turning this down so we can hear. Hi, what's up, everybody? Again, welcome to Wrestle Fandom Radio, Disruption Network.
How you doing?
How's everybody?
I'm doing good.
Tom Borges already watching. What's up, Tom? Thanks for watching.
What's up, Tom?
Oh, back to you.
Man.
Yeah. So, how was everybody's couple weeks?
Not bad. Did the Stress-Free Festival over the weekend in Socrates with grind mode ciphers and shot a video and seen some hip-hop friends and had a good old time, drinking and camping out.
Sweet.
It's pretty fun. Pretty fun stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, mine was pretty good. Last weekend, I went to Boston and
I
Salem.
saw that on Facebook.
Yeah. My birthday was the 1st, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
That's cool. You guys watch any wrestling? Was anything good? I know All In happened.
Raw was fucking horrible, and the one the week before I liked, though. That was actually really good.
Yeah, I actually, because I just watched I just looked up the Raw results because I didn't get to watch this past Raw, or SmackDown. But last week's Raw was amazing.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was good. They only had one segment, and it was with like Lashley and
Yeah.
Shanti.
Yeah, who cares about that? But yeah, that was a fantastic Raw.
One of the best ever.
Yeah,
This year.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, the heels were over super strong, man.
But wait a minute,
it was nuts. The Shield didn't even get to stand on their feet for like more than 5 seconds without.
Oh, really?
Oh, did you see it?
No, I didn't have a chance to catch it, man. No.
Do you go back and watch them?
Yeah.
Or you probably won't?
I probably will at some point because I have the network,
look up
but I don't have Hulu, so like they come onto the network like a month later or something stupid like that.
Yeah, I mean you could just look up the results for this one, but if you get a chance, watch the one from last week. It was great. It started off with I don't know if they have a name now, but Strowman and Ziggler and what's his name? Big McIntyre. And
mac and cheese.
And then they came out. So then the Shield tried to come down, through the crowd, and Corbin came out and just emptied all the heels out and the whole locker room out. But then at the end, and then they got arrested, got taken away. Then they came back at the end of the night. You thought the fight was finally going to go down, and then all the heels came out and just kicked the absolute crap out of the Shield, and they literally left them in a pile in front of the ring.
No shit.
They got fucked up.
It was
like old school shit. All the heels come out and jump.
Right.
The heels. The only heels that weren't out there were the Revival.
Okay. Really?
They got beat up by McIntyre and,
they got taken.
and Ziggler. And then they took their spots against the B team for the
championship. Okay.
And then they won the tag championship.
B team ain't champions anymore? Are you serious?
Nah, fuck
no.
them.
So McIntyre and Ziggler are the champs. Are the tag champs right now. Yeah.
That's sad.
I like the B team though.
I did too.
I like them too.
Oh, I got one question.
I like them too.
Were you guys all in?
I was not.
So easy. I did watch some of All In on a streaming network. It was good.
Not even the next morning. Like I woke up at like 2:00 in the morning because like the baby was crying. So I got him back to sleep, and then I was like, let me check the results real quick before I go back to sleep. So
I'm already awake.
Yeah, I was already awake. So what's like 10 minutes of reading. So I just went through, checked the results, and I didn't get to see. At that point I didn't get to read like the full. Everything like what happened, step by step what happened in the match. But I got to see the results, mainly, Jericho came out as Pentagon.
Yep.
Yeah,
but then beat the crap out of what's his name? Omega.
Yeah, Omega, yep. Yeah. Cody Rhodes, NWA champion.
Yeah, so and then he released like a video on like his own personal like stuff, and he still had like the Pentagon makeup on, but he flew in, hid in the back, did that, and immediately flew back out to go do a show.
Yeah.
At like 8 or something like that.
Oh, really?
Jericho's the fucking man.
Yeah, dude.
Jericho is he's the great.
He loves wrestling.
He does. He loves everything. He's dedicated to everything. It's great. He's a great dude.
Multi-millionaire, successful band, still comes back to steal the show. He's awesome.
You just want him to give our podcast some recognition.
You're goddamn right.
If he
I'm over here trying to multitask.
First off, I wouldn't even know. I couldn't. Just the thought of that, I just started stuttering again. Just the thought of him even.
I mean, Jericho, come on to Wrestle Fandom Radio. You got a home here. Yeah. It's better than Talk is Jericho. Let's just be frank right here.
Because I'd be crying the whole time that I'm even in his presence.
I know a guy who knows Jericho.
Do you really?
So I always could try, but I had a feeling like if he'd even do it, it wouldn't be in our budget.
You know what? I don't even care.
We could pay him with hugs.
Oh, hey, Scott's watching. Scott's on. What's up, Scott?
Scott who?
Scott
Washburn?
Washburn.
He says Scott like, you know how many Scotts I know? Well, 3.
Yeah, but how many Scott's?
well,
Scott's
3.
I know collectively. Like,
There's other Scotts out there.
I'm sure there's other Scotts.
It's Washburn.
Thanks for the compliment.
Fuck yeah.
There, Scott. Appreciate it. And Brewer versus Your God. By the way, that was the AKWF stuff. He's Brewer and I was Your God. I'd stomp a mud hole in your ass, Brewer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
I don't even know what you're talking about. But.
Yeah, the backyard wrestling.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
The shit that I didn't know existed all those years.
Yeah. Even though we were friends. Yeah.
Yeah. Shows how much I'm in the loop. No.
It's all right.
I know. How'd you not let Sean in the loop?
I don't know.
You know what it was? They were scared I'd want to wrestle there.
It was the same.
And then you would have stole all the star power. That's exactly what it would have been.
It was the same thing as you. I didn't know that he liked wrestling. And I didn't know you liked wrestling. And I was like, oh, there's Ant from No Compliance. I'm like, what's up? You like wrestling?
I have
you
had
like wrestling?
to
Yeah,
fight people because I like wrestling. That's not making fun of me. Nah, but no, that's cool though. You guys did that.
It's real, bro.
You know, everybody
It's
could use
still
a little
real to
brain
me.
damage.
That dude killed me.
Uh-oh.
Dude
Did they drop a new video I'm into? Oh,
What?
shit.
What'd you do?
Yo, I forgot. They're dropping a grind mode video with me in it today from the 2x2 Fest in Columbus, Ohio that I did last month or 2 ago. And
Check out that
I just
rated
put out
R.
an EP for free download on Bandcamp too called Valholocaust. So, you know.
We get it.
Oh.
We get it all.
All you fucking
Yeah,
underground hip hop heads.
while we're plugging music too, my band Fight for Rome, we got we got an EP out, 5 songs. Check it out. It's available. Well, it should be available online soon. I think. I'm honestly not 100%.
Well, if you two are going to self-indulge,
Hell yeah.
No Compliance, our new album, Money Over Morals, is on Bandcamp as well. Compliance spelt wrong. Not because not because of the pun of it not complying, but honestly just because I think it looks better spelt that way.
Well, plus
you know
it's
what? I'm so used to
easier
seeing
to
it that way that
distinguish
when
from
I
everything
go
else.
when I have to write, like, because at work I have to actually write that word a lot,
Oh, really?
and I'm like, oh,
It just looks weird with an I, dude. It just really does.
like, oh man, I gotta scribble over it and do it. Oh man, damn it.
Gotta start writing in pencil, my dude.
Yeah. But
Gotta erase that bad booking.
yeah. But yeah. So I don't know what else. What else we got going on?
I don't know.
Anything local? Does anyone know about anything? Is there anything local happening soon? We probably should have done some
Research on that beforehand.
September
But-
29th.
We're professionals here, folks.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolute pros.
September 29th, Westmoreland, New York, Dynasty Pro Wrestling comes, and it's going to feature our buddy Jason Massey refereeing, and the headliner is going to be Muhammad Hassan. So he's
Nice.
returning.
Really?
He's returning.
When was it? When is that again?
September 29th in
September
Westmoreland.
29th.
Yeah.
Badahelia, Badahelia.
We have to try and be at that. We all got to go.
Oh, yeah.
Is Mr. Ben going to be there? Do we know?
Not sure yet. I believe so, but the thing is, he had a day job that just is too good to pass up. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? He's like event coordinator at Vernon Downs, so like,
Yeah.
and does marketing.
Yeah, I heard
and
about
shit
that.
for them. So like,
Kayfabe, dude. Kayfabe.
Kayfabe's dead. I mean, you know, but I didn't say his real name, but you know, even Ben Hameen needs a day job. You know? But no, he gets a lot of
can't
bookings.
just-
Even
$5.
even Middle Eastern pro wrestlers need day jobs.
You know what it is? Ben Hameen could just wrestle. He could get enough bookings, but you know, it's just like, you know, the old man's getting up there. You know, it takes a toll on your body. You know, sometimes you want to slow it down and get a good job. You know what I mean? Like,
You should get into managing, dude.
yeah, where it doesn't require getting hurt all the time. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because he's a mad smart dude. He makes, you know, really good money, and
He'd be great as a manager,
be
dude.
his own
Are you
boss
serious?
in a way.
He's got people
That pay him to
to
slap
pay
them.
him to
Yeah.
slap. The man's not smart.
He's a hustler.
fucking genius.
He's a genius.
Yeah.
Okay, that's I can't even wrap my brain around how that even became a thing. It's awesome.
It is awesome. But
It's
that
so
just goes to
great.
show you how stupid people are.
It's
Oh, yeah, dude.
great. Just
You ain't slapping me.
It's slapping people
I
for
mean,
money.
maybe for a joke, but I'm not paying you. Is what I'm saying. I can't do it. I've paid for some terrible things, but that's kind of just idiotic.
Oh yeah, dude.
Let's not segue into what those terrible things were. All right, let's not go there.
We can't say it on
I'm
that.
sure we can handle what that. But,
This isn't the Rated R podcast.
No.
This is the Rated PG podcast.
Well, it's not PG, but I mean, shit.
G?
No, it's rated R. But it's not like, you know.
it's not that rated R.
It's not that.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not nudity rated R.
Yeah, nothing like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Can't talk about hookers and blow. No.
damn it! No.
Kayfabe.
Wait, you're telling me we can't talk about Missy Hyde on the podcast? Are you serious?
Oh, well, not now. She's hideous, but she used to be a fucking hottie, and then she did porn, and she got into drugs.
And then she did porn, and it made her ugly.
Didn't make her ugly, but, you know, it's like, damn, you're getting ran through like that.
No, dude, I got
you know?
I got what you meant. It was just the way you said it. It was just funny.
But the lifestyle, made her ugly because of the drugs, you know.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing I want. So I didn't get to watch it. I'm definitely gonna make sure I do watch it. Is the Triple H addresses the universe segment on the last Raw? I know they've been running promos of the wrestlers from like the Attitude Era and around there. Who's gonna win the Triple H versus the Undertaker match at what's the Super Showdown in Australia?
It's gonna be Undertaker.
So everyone's like, oh, you know, it's gotta be the Undertaker, and I'm like, everyone's so. Do you think because it's gonna be, and there's no streak, you know, at risk for this?
There's no streak at risk,
you know,
but
The Melbourne show?
Yeah.
But why would they bring him back just to shit on him? Like, you know what I'm saying?
shitting.
Like,
It's not shitting.
or not shitting on him, but like, if you're gonna bring him back for that if you're gonna bring him back to lose, why not put somebody over?
Wait a minute. Well, yeah. What I'm saying is, like, Undertaker can lose. He's older now, and Triple H has beaten him before in the Elimination Chamber. And
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but I'm just saying, why don't you do it with somebody who's actually a full time? You know what I'm saying?
give
Like,
them some shine because
right?
well,
Because
people love-
Triple H, yeah. What's Triple H gonna do with that heat? You know what I'm
they
saying?
love the nostalgic shit, and they love the
yeah,
legends
it's
going at.
anything.
That's all.
Anything they could. This isn't a
it has to
regular
be
show.
done.
This isn't like you know, falling on a Hell in the Cell or a Survivor Series. This is one of those shows where
Yeah, it's like one of the house shows kind of things.
No, well, yeah, but like they're pushing it out. It's gonna be how many people?
It's like it was like Beast in the East and sort of that sort of format, right?
or just the thing that they just did right after WrestleMania.
I love it. I love
the
it.
greatest
'cause,
Royal Rumble.
Yes.
You know,
They did-
Remember.
Yeah, they did that. It's like, what was even the point of that?
Right. See, but if it's something like that, it tells me.
In other countries right now just to help promotion. So I'm bringing, you know, Triple H versus Undertaker. That's a big.
See, that even makes me think that he's going to win even more then, because if there's no importance to it, then why would it matter? You know what I'm saying? Just put the Undertaker over and get the fans to be happy. It's not like it matters in storyline, more than likely.
Yeah, I see it. I mean, there really is no the only storyline is the nostalgia of it.
Right.
When it came down to the big times, Undertaker always beat him.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
sure. Which is
So-
all the more reason why he should beat the Undertaker, because
that's what I'm saying.
it's just like really
I'm
shitting on
personally,
H. You know,
I'm going with Triple H.
I would. Yeah.
You don't
I'm not a
bet.
betting man.
You don't bet against Taker, dude.
I'm not good at but yeah, but I like we.
And you don't spit into the wind.
But everyone
Don't pull the mask.
When you don't fuck another man's wife and you don't bet against the other.
everyone knew that Roman was going to beat Undertaker. You know what I mean? So
Right.
It's like everyone made that bet. They're like, oh, because it's going to be those two eventually, then it has to be Roman.
Yeah, but
and Brock that both beat Undertaker at WrestleMania, and then they go at Wrestle. You know,
see, I wasn't.
how they were looking at it. That's how they made it. That's how it had to be.
See, I just feel like I don't know. I feel like 33 should have been his last match. I just definitely feel like
I'm not disagreeing with you.
right.
I'm not. We've talked about this before. We've had to have talked about this. The streak never should have died.
No,
Never. That's one thing that should just remain.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's the worst.
well, just for nothing else, just his loyalty to the fucking
All
to.
that stuff. Everyone knows all that.
Just tainted now.
Yeah, but it was just, it was just ridiculous.
But regardless, though, after he put Roman over, he did like that whole thing where he teased us that he was retiring. He left all his shit in the ring, the most old school thing you could do. And now he's back. So it's like, why do you keep tugging on the heartstrings, I guess, so to speak? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, I don't know. So Tom Borgia just put up, it says, tickets on sale Friday for the NWA 70 Nashville on 10/21. It's the rematch of Cody and Nick Aldis.
Sweet.
Okay. Yeah, that's dope.
So, and it's hashtag.
I don't know why, he must have pissed somebody off at
hashtag
WWE.
10 pounds of gold. So, thank you, Tom. We appreciate that.
That's in Nashville, he said?
Yeah.
Hey, Tom, buy us some tickets, buy us a flight. We'd really appreciate it. We'll cover it for you.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, there's that. What else is going on?
So, did you, really?
What was the topic we were going to do?
Well,
no, you didn't. We talk about something the other day in the message, but
talking about those unpopular wrestlers.
Unpopular wrestlers. That's what it was. So obviously the segue, and while we just mentioned him, what's his name?
Deanie.
Roman
Beanie.
People.
Deanie.
People hate him.
Deanie.
So, yeah. Let's unpopular wrestlers that we like is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, obviously, because we talk about him all the time, because we all feel like he gets unfairly shit on. Is
Roman's got to be at the top of that
right now. He's at the absolute top of that list, because there's I think there's worse wrestlers than him, and sure, they're not getting the pushes he's getting, but he puts on big time exciting matches, and he does more moves than other wrestlers that people still worship.
Oh, I agree.
So it's like I'm not quite sure why he gets the heat, that he gets. And when people say oh, he gets shoved down our throat, well, you're repeating stuff that other people keep saying, and it's kind of like how wrestling works.
Right, it is how it works, dude.
If I went back and watched a bunch of stuff, I'd be like, yo, they're shoving Hogan down.
Yeah, I was about to say, could you?
They booed Hogan at the end of his babyface run, in WCW, which led him to turning heel. Yeah. They booed the fuck out of John Cena, the most of his career.
They still boo the hell half.
But here's the thing:
arenas are still half on him. It's crazy.
Well,
right.
My point is that okay, that's what these fucking smart fans say online. But I mean, if shit's still selling out, if buy rates are still good,
he's moving merch.
Merch is good. If they're putting on good matches. Then maybe it's not always about exactly what the fans want, because sometimes the promoter's going to know better. You know what I mean?
And that's,
because you're hearing this certain demographic say this all the time, but you're not hearing from children.
Well, and they'll say
from certain women, or that also are a part of the audience.
Well, the smarks will sit there too and be like, "Oh, that match was trash" and whatever. It's like, yeah, because you weren't even fucking paying attention. You were bouncing a beach ball across the arena.
They don't like the wrestler. So they don't care about how good. If they don't like somebody,
don't like the wrestler.
I could separate the shit. Like Ric Flair, I can't stand him as a human being, but he's had some phenomenal matches. I like some Ric Flair stuff. Doesn't mean I'm a root for him, but I'm not. I wasn't sitting there the whole time going, "Oh fuck, Ric Flair again."
Right.
It's fucking Ric Flair.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't like. Everyone likes him, but I don't like Shinsuke. But if he has a good match, I'm going to say he has a good match.
And he does have some.
If he does the all the gyrating and mostly knees and kicks, that is why I don't like him. Then I'm going to call him out on that, because
right.
I don't like him, But
WWE has a balanced style.
I can separate which is not liking them from, hey, are they actually wrestling well?
Well, WWE has a balanced style of all different styles from around the world, and it's to showcase certain superstars. You know what I mean, so to speak, and it's not going to be a 30-minute match every time in indie style, and you know what I mean.
Right.
It's still, to them, it's more on the sports entertainment side than pro wrestling. So I mean, you look forward to the pay-per-view matches. You know what I mean, because they're longer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean. If you watch a house show, it's a little different. Then it's a little more wrestling-esque versus, sports entertainment because they're not doing those, segments, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
But like people say, there's other wrestling out there. I mean, it's just, if you don't like it, don't watch it. That's how I look at it. Like, I don't sit there pissing myself off. Like, I don't give a fuck about, like, the Bella's show.
Right.
So I'm not going to watch the Bella's show every week and go, oh, God, I can't stand Nikki. Or, it's like, I don't watch it.
Right, exactly.
I don't watch it. You don't want to watch Roman Reigns match? Change the fucking channel.
Well, that's the thing. They'll never do that, though, because then they'll have nothing to bitch about,
they bitch way too much, though. Like, they don't. And then in the fucking crowd, certain dudes there, booing and shit and heckling. It's like they're trying to ruin the match.
Yeah, that's literally what they're trying. Yeah,
they're ruining it for the people who are enjoying it and even watching on television. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't agree with that.
Well, that's like what I was
type of fan.
Well, that's what I was kind of saying before. I can't remember if it was last podcast or what, but if the crowd was the way it was when I first got into wrestling as a kid, like, I don't know if I would have ever got into it. I would have been like, what the fuck is all this? It just doesn't make, it wouldn't compute with my mind where people are just booing faces, and it's like, I don't know, just like fucking suspend your disbelief and pretend it's kayfabe. Like,
yeah,
don't think of it as Vince is shoving somebody down your throat.
Yeah, I agree. Hold on 1 second. I'm just trying to look something up. With this last,
you got to get better at this multitasking, guy.
I'm trying to actually read too. I mean, I'm paying attention.
Oh, I'm just fucking with you anyway.
Yeah,
but
so, who else did you have in mind?
As
far as
next, dude. Well, I mean, I guess opinions have kind of changed on him, but I've always been a fan of the Miz.
That's one I was gonna bring. He was one of the only three I had in mind, before I knew we were gonna be like talking about, or when we said we were gonna
right. Even like going all the way back to when he was on Tough Enough, like Pewter was a douchebag, dude. Like, I didn't want that dude to fucking win the contest. I wanted Miz to kick his ass in that fucking boxing match,
Did you ever see that Royal Rumble he was in where?
Oh, it was Eddie and Benoit, wasn't it? Yep.
And Hardcore Holly took liberties with him.
Yep.
I watched that clip not that long ago. Oh, dude,
so great.
They destroyed that kid.
Do you know why they did that?
He was a dick, right?
They had a segment where he wrestled Kurt Angle or something, but like Kurt wasn't ready or something, and he put him in some like front face hold he couldn't get out of. You know what I mean? But it's like,
nah, he had him in a Kimura, I think.
Kimura, okay.
Yeah, because he was about to break his arm.
And what it was?
Yeah, and what happened was the referee had the wherewithal, because Pewter was down on the mat, so the referee had the wherewithal to just count, even though his shoulders weren't down, and just say that Kurt won the match. But yeah, he just wrestled everybody in the fucking Tough Enough segment, and
that's what it was. Okay, so
and he kind of wasn't ready for Pewter, and Pewter took him down.
But I'm sure if they had an actual straight match and they were both ready, I think it would have went down differently. You know what I mean?
Right. But Kurt should have been smarter to not underestimate being recorded on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like
that was their revenge.
There's been times where Vince
eating that kid alive.
There's been times where Vince has made people go back out and do something again on SmackDown. Like, could you imagine how fucking embarrassing that is to have to go back out in front of a live crowd and do the same thing over again so it could be recorded correctly for TV? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'd be embarrassing.
So, like, good thing they didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
But I imagine Vince was probably pissed at Kurt. He definitely should have been on his game more and not have underestimated him.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But yeah, no, I definitely agree about the Miz.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, definitely agree about the Miz. I like the Miz.
I think
he's a great heel. He's always there. So him, Owens, and are probably the best two heels running.
Oh yeah, I agree, and
in the whole company right now.
And I definitely think a lot of people don't like him because of the whole real world type of shit or whatever.
Yeah, I don't.
But like,
did you see what type of person he was?
But they don't like him.
But not that much.
They don't like him. No, I'm not saying like I watched it or anything. But what I'm saying is they disliked him strictly because he was on it, not the way he acted on it. You know what I'm saying?
I had a girlfriend who watched that shit religiously, and I had seen him in action. I'm not saying he's the same person, obviously now. People change, but I mean, it's just when he was first coming in, I was like, fuck this guy.
Oh yeah, but one thing I do know is even when he was back on the real world, like he was still training to become a wrestler, and he was training on the indies and shit like that.
Oh yeah, probably. I mean, he earned it. You know what I mean? It's just, and he has gotten better at wrestling. And probably is one of the top heels.
Right, but it's not just something that he just stumbled into because, like, he didn't want to do real world.
I think that's what got him his foot in the door at WWE, to be honest. But like I said, he earned it because they when he pissed a bunch of people off, go figure, right? Surprise. They made it harder for him.
Oh, which reminds me, I know we didn't talk about this last time. It's been probably about a month anyway, and I'm not sure if you guys watched that season of Tough Enough with The Miz, but on the opener when they were out on the beach and shit, there was this one dude. His name was Brian Danovich, and he was the dude who I think he tore his bicep or something at the time, and he kept going through like the obstacle course and he couldn't continue, but they gave him like a developmental contract and everything. And he passed away about a month ago. So R.I.P. to him. I think he committed suicide. He was on Wrestling with Regrets channel, actually. He was like a friend of him and everything. And he kind of just constantly kept getting injured. Brian Danovich.
Oh, rest in peace, man.
Yeah. And so it was just kind of like a sad story where the dude just kind of had no luck, you know what I'm saying? And he just kind of kept getting injured and shit, and
that sucks.
There's been a lot of suicides within independent entertainers as of lately, and musicians and athletes, and it's pretty sad, because I think that some people want something so bad, and when they don't get it, and they kind of miss their opportunities. Not miss their opportunities, but it just
passes them by almost.
People gotta stand out there, whether you're trying to be a wrestler, musician, whatever. There's 8 million people on this planet. You have millions of people vying for the same position, and not everybody's going to get it. And there's different levels. There's different tiers in that field. You know what I mean? And sometimes you just, you run in place for a long time. But, if you love what you do regardless, you know what I mean, and you give it 110%, not to sound cliche or corny, but, that's all that counts. That's all that matters because you're doing what you love to do. Don't ever think that that's what defines you completely as a person, because it might be something that's really, a part of your life and ingrained in you, but that's not all you are. You're also a brother, a husband, a father, all that shit. A friend, So, sometimes we don't get the glory we want, you know what I mean? But just because, even if you give up on your dream, or you feel like it gave up on you, don't give up on life. You know what I mean? So
right.
If I could send a positive message out to anybody listening, it's that. Don't think that's your that's all you are. You know what I mean? You're a lot more to other people. So
I
just want to say that.
So on a lighter note, is there any other wrestlers that you guys have in mind for this list?
You know what I'm going to say because I mentioned him.
HH? His Holiness?
Huh? No.
His HH?
No.
Hulk Hogan?
What
about him?
No, he's a popular. People love.
But not now. They
not now. But I don't like him.
Like taboo to like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
it's like Mel Gibson.
Yeah,
he used to be the shit. Now it's like
you like that Jew hating bastard?
I love Virgil.
Oh, yup.
I'm not. I mentioned it probably every 3 shows.
Virgil,
I did, man.
Pretzel in your mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, is it got to be okay? Is it somebody that's like, well, yeah, Virgil's definitely shit on a lot, which I feel you though. But is it somebody that's like 50-50 hated, loved, or somebody that most people fucking can't stand that
I just
whatever, man.
Miz is 50-50.
Right.
50 for me is Jim Cornette. I think for me,
I love
is one of my idols.
I love Jim Cornette.
I love his mind, and I think his word is gospel to me. Because people are like, oh, you live in the past, but then when he analyzes newer shit, it's exactly what I'm thinking. You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's the same with me too.
He's one of those guys where And I think he's been accused of being racist because he's Southern, but he's not racist.
No, he's not.
Actually, somebody who's very open-minded about shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, he's the
shit like that.
He's got to be the most liberal Southerner that's ever existed
But all
in
of a sudden,
life.
it's like because he had the gangsters in the fucking early '90s. Well, it's like first of all, they were hardcore dudes off the street, and that's what was popping at the time was gangster rap. So
Right.
It was actually with the time.
Yep.
At that time, you know, so it's like
in the '90s was what you said. It was like gimmick heavy.
right.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So,
I mean,
you know,
to sit there, that's like a big
like pig
reach for me.
farmers.
When
Yep.
someone says
Like-
that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's just like it's weird though because like you could push black wrestlers like Bill Watts did, but he was using the N bombs left and right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a racist fuck. You know, even Dusty Rhodes I heard was racist on the low. You know, and to me, he was like the first like wannabe in wrestling. You know what I mean?
He was.
As far
He
as,
absolutely
somebody
was.
trying
Yeah.
to perpetuate stereotypes.
Yep.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? What he might have thought was the black stereotype. You know
Yep.
what I mean? So I mean, there's a lot of shit like that. Not to get on that, you know, shit, but I actually listened to like a podcast the other day with Ron Simmons and
Oh,
they're
really?
like, was there racism in wrestling when you were in there? He said something like, "Is the sky blue?" or something. You know, but
Don't ask Ron Simmons stupid questions.
but
Like,
no, I think we'll leave those people out that were racist because it's like, yeah, they're unpopular, but they're also like, you know, just scumbags. You know, so
Right.
fuck them. You know, I
Just
think
have
somebody
shitty
that
opinions.
Just happens to be hated, but I still like. I mean, shit. God, but it's like who really hates it? Like, was it somebody that was just unpopular as a worker?
Yeah,
it could be whatever, man. Whatever your interpretation of
I
it
really
is.
enjoy Al Snow. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, he's not the
I
biggest
agree.
character in the world.
Yeah.
Marty Jannetty. I love Marty
love-
Jannetty.
Mm-hmm.
I follow him on his Facebook personal page. It's
When
fucking
Marty-
hilarious.
When Marty Jannetty came out of the crowd
Yeah.
to challenge Shawn Michaels for the Intercontinental Championship, I
Mm-hmm.
literally remember I got so excited I thought I was going to puke.
Really?
Yeah, because like I said, when one of the earliest things I can remember from wrestling, watch other than the first. I remember the first time I laid eyes on wrestling, but it was Michaels throwing him through the
Barbershop window?
throwing him through the barbershop window. So, and you didn't see Jannetty until he
Right.
came back out. All of a sudden, this guy walks out, comes out over the gate in a hood, gets in the ring, and just pulls his hood down. And I got so excited, I thought I was going to throw up. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
God, like because I was just like I was a little kid. I was
Right,
8, maybe 9 at the absolute most.
The best of times.
Yeah, dude. I was when wrestling was real.
Right.
That's what
Yep.
I didn't know any better. And I wasn't. Let him think wrestling's real.
Yep.
So yeah. Oh God. Marty Jannetty. Absolutely. He got crapped on.
Marty Jannetty.
Are we also talking about wrestlers that we like that got crapped on too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think Dolph Ziggler. I like
Ziggler was going to be one of mine. Yes.
now. I like that he's like the smaller guy, but he's still
See, he was like
he's rolling with
around like 2012, 2013. He was one of the dudes that like all the indie darling fans loved, and then like they started shitting on him a couple of years ago and everything. And
he's a good wrestler.
right, he hasn't changed any. It's like
Strap on him
he
twice,
runs
and
his-
they
he
didn't
runs
let
his
him
mouth.
do anything with it. You know,
He runs his mouth, though, doesn't make it easy for himself, you know, which I commend that in a way.
Yeah.
well, that's
how
Fuck
do
me
we
in
know?
silence,
Do we know
but-
what?
well, that's like Kevin Owens ran.
used,
Kevin
and now he
Owens
runs his mouth.
Well, Kevin Owens ran into Stone Cold at an airport back when he was still in the Indies. It was like 2005 or something. He said, and he's like, "Do you got any advice for me?" And Stone Cold goes, "Never stop running your mouth, kid."
And he hasn't.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but Stone Cold, he ran his mouth like in character, but he played within, you know, those guidelines, you know, to get to the top, you know, where he knew what he had to do. You know, he didn't like, I don't think he brown nosed, but, you know, he didn't like push the envelope too much. You know what I mean? He's smart though, you know, when it comes to that. I think Ziggler in his mind, I hate to say it, but is a little like his ego's a little inflated. I mean, he's fucking great. But I think in Dolph Ziggler's mind, he is the fucking best ever. And so
Right.
you're not.
No, that was
He's not.
right.
Like when he says online, I could fucking go and be a comedian right now. It's like, God, you're not that funny. I mean, I don't think
you're
you'd be
funny.
like,
I
don't think you'd have an
I
HBO
saw-
special anytime soon,
Yeah, I don't
Dolph.
think he's
but-
gonna have that. I saw that he was on the that roast battle.
Oh, really?
He wrote this girl. Yeah, he burned her pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Really?
Yeah, it was a pretty bad burn he got for
But I mean, you know, he has a great talent. You know, I mean, it's just
Yeah, I think he's being used well right now.
You know why? You know why they don't push him to the fullest?
Because he's small?
No. Because Vince McMahon thinks he's ugly.
You think so?
That's what I heard.
Really?
Well, how can you can't be the number one heartthrob, so to speak, if you have an ugly face.
Well, I mean,
he wants to be Shawn Michaels and Brett. He's not as handsome of a guy, according to most people.
Yeah, but that's true. But I mean, like, Vince's opinion doesn't hold any water. That's the Vince is the same.
What do you mean it doesn't hold any water?
Well, no, that's not.
Be-all.
That's not what I didn't.
Vince hates Owens' potbelly, but it's like Owens can talk and wrestle. People like him.
But that's the thing. But that's like where the out of touch comes in. He's still a genius. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, he's
been like that.
Right.
Yeah, but
he's superficial.
But does he need to?
He'll push the big tit, beautiful blonde who can't wrestle over the chick who's like plain Jane who can wrestle her ass off. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Right, but
so that's why you're saying like what's her name in the Riot Squad is going to get pushed more than Ruby Riot herself.
Eventually,
Ruby Riot could kick the.
Oh, the Liv Morgan.
Yeah, Liv Morgan. Eventually, I guarantee it.
Ruby Riot can literally mop the floor.
Sure,
with Liv Morgan, she's a good.
But that other chick's good too. The country chick.
Yeah, no, she's really good, and she's bigger than the other two.
Yeah.
But so I like her as well.
Well,
so they could either one of them in singles competition would destroy Liv Morgan, but Liv Morgan gets.
Well, look at Bayley. Bayley didn't get her just due, and she's a good wrestler.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no.
Bayley's a butterface. Everything looks good butterface. That's what people say. I'd still give it a go.
Yeah, she's not the worst in the world.
I've seen her up close. She's got a hot body, but still, she doesn't get pushed like.
Not anymore.
Right.
She's getting a huge push for a while.
A little bit.
Well, that's the thing with that character, too. If you're going to do, like, there's no other way to phrase it. If you're going to do, like, a pussified character like that, where you're just all about hugging and non-violence and shit, you got to win almost all your fucking matches.
Why does he get pushed?
Who?
Why does Roman Reigns get pushed?
Because he's a beautiful motherfucker.
Because women think he looks good. And kids, to kids, he looks like a fucking superhero. Well, he looks like Aquaman, dude.
He does look like Aquaman. He looks a lot like.
He is a good wrestler. He's not the best. Okay, he puts on good matches. Great sometimes. People hate him. Any guy hates him. Okay, but everybody else likes him.
Right.
Okay, and they push him regardless.
Well,
because he's an image.
Well, it's all about marketing too. Like that's why they'll always say in skateboarding too. Why is the person
only a mother could love? And Dolph is a combination of like Shawn and Brett. I swear to God, like the way he wrestles.
Yeah, he is.
The overall Shawn, but the counters like Brett. Like he's fucking good, man. He is good, and he could talk, but it's just something's holding him back, and I don't think it's just his mouth, because he makes the dates. Like he puts in the work.
Right, right.
I think the higher ups. I think the higher ups hold him back. Honestly,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They dead his pushes. Like
chicken's leaving later. Chicken.
See you later.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Sorry, one of the guys in the studio was bouncing out, so I had to say bye. Give him a little shout out.
Yeah.
Is Garrett doing play-by-play right now?
I am. Anything going on in the studio, I'm calling it out. No, I'm just joking. But I agree. There is with Roman though, because we started talking. There is one thing I actually don't like about Roman. Can't stand the way he carries the title, any title. Can't stand it.
That's like I was watching something.
Look what Cena did though. He put it around his neck like a necklace and shit.
I think that's even less. I think that's even less disrespectful.
No.
Than literally,
it's either around your waist the right way or over your shoulder.
Then
any other way, it's the same fucking scenario.
Well, that's like I was
either cool with that or you're not.
I was listening to something to wrestle with.
I didn't say it wasn't disrespectful
because he puts it over his back like that.
Over his back and just hangs onto it by the end.
Pete
Dunne does the same thing.
Like
he just puts it in his mouth.
Yeah,
I
know.
Pete Dunne puts it in his mouth and does like the.
I think he does that on purpose because when he first did that, the marks went crazy on it on the internet about
right.
He probably does. It's probably perfect.
See,
but I still don't like it.
I was listening to something to wrestle with Bruce Pritchard, and he was saying, and I kind of agree with him with this. If you have the title, you should wear the title. Like that's the most proud way to do it. Like over the shoulder isn't the same.
The only way you should be wearing it over your shoulder is if you're like Big Show size.
Right, where it can't physically fit around you. Right.
Wear the title.
Yeah.
I agree, but
Like,
we live in
I
a
don't
day
see
and
Braun
age
Strowman
where-
putting it around him.
Right.
Dude is massive.
Look at what
Right,
the
right.
Warriors used to do. He used to not take it off sometimes in matches.
Yeah, right.
Splash people with it.
Yeah.
Like,
He
you
wrestled the
didn't
whole
get
match with
disqualified. Like, it's a foreign object at that point.
Nah, man, it's like D'Lo's chest plate, dude. It's not illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, so yeah, who else? Who else do we think is good and gets shit? I know who I think is good and gets shit on. He's a good wrestler, but he has a fantastic gimmick. Is
Dillinger?
Ty Dillinger.
Does he get shit on though?
By the higher ups, I think the fans love him. I think the fans are still, even at this point, still with him. And I don't know if they've given up on him yet, because I remember seeing like all the like, have you seen this man?
Right.
Stuff going out that the fans were literally doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's a good wrestler. Is he great? No, but I think he's a very good wrestler. He puts on good matches, but his gimmick is killer. People love him, and they don't let him go anywhere. They don't let him do anything. He's not even like on the shows.
Right.
It's nuts. And I'm like, at Royal Rumbles, when number 10 comes up, people are literally chanting 10 because they're waiting for him.
I think he sucks.
They
I
did.
feel you.
They did it that one.
It's unpopular.
And
One of my favorites ever that's really not, I don't think gets the props he deserves is X-Pac, Sean Waltman. I think is a fucking great wrestler.
Yep.
I think always had like great in-ring psychology. I always respected the guys that started like 15 years old and lied to get in there. Like guys like fucking Roddy Piper and Jeff Hardy, and even just to be jobbers. I really just respect that. Because you're in a man's world as a child still.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you're a kid when you're 15. I don't care. You can be the biggest 15-year-old, but mentally,
oh yeah, you're still a kid. Yep.
And to be in that environment and to survive is it's so carny. And it's just, it doesn't have that feel nowadays. That's why I don't even care if they're old. Like, I'm not going to lie. I mark out for Undertaker and Triple H.
Right.
I'm a huge Triple H fan. But
it's something from your
like
past.
Old wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I gotta indulge,
See, well, you mentioned the Gangstas earlier. One of my probably most hated picks is New Jack, dude. I like New Jack. I know he's not a good.
People fucking hate New Jack.
Yeah, I know he's not a good wrestler by any means. Yeah, no, he's not. But I mean, there's just something about like his character, and
I hate to say it, I like shoot interviews, and it's not because kayfabe's dead. I hate that, but it's like now that it is, like, make it worth my while, and they tell you stories of shit you would have never known.
Right.
And not to be a fanboy, but like I listen to some of these shits. Like I suffer from insomnia here and there, and I'm a YouTube fiend, and it's because there's so much.
Right. Oh yeah.
Whatever comes to mind, And I watch these shooting reviews, and I listen to them on the television. I had the television as the monitor, and like I could listen for hours. If it's something good.
Oh yeah, dude.
Wow, these guys are nuts.
Oh, dude, look up next time if you remember. Look up. There's Jim Cornette shoots on 5 hours or shoots for 5 hours about Vince Russo. That one's great. Comedy gold.
5 hours.
5 hours, dude. And then he shoots on Wendy's French fries. That one's hilarious too.
That's awesome. So Tom commented again. It says Bray Wyatt gets the shaft drive.
Oh yeah, he deserves to though. He's boring as fuck.
Well, no, we've talked about this, and he likes the psychology of it, and whereas you and I don't. I still think he's a good wrestler, and honestly, I would like to see if they're going to be doing a lot more with like factions, especially 3-man teams. I would like to see the B team continually trying to get the belts back and don't. And then Bray comes in and makes them his new family. Like he takes his brother in for real. Like they actually bring the live or the
brother
real life brother thing in. Like no, you're coming home,
right?
And So and then they get the 3 of them are like they're like dangerous. They're not just like all right, the B team they've been shat on for a while. All right, now they're finally getting their push. We feel the same way about about the B team guys. I'm not sure where you stand. I know you said you like them, but
I love them.
I
love Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas is another one I love.
I
love his wrestling.
I love both of those dudes, and I would actually like to see because the Wyatt family has been gone for a while, and I think it could come back. And if it came back that way with Axel and Dallas and Bray, I would like to see that, and less. I would like to see less talking, little more I still like take his psychology, like the way that he does stuff, and then just like do it, just tweak it just a little bit differently, and do more dangerous wrestling with and not just like coming in and attacking people because you got three big guys behind you. I'm talking like you don't want to wrestle these two anymore because these two are gonna dismantle you. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, but
wrestling, you know.
I don't know, dude. I feel like if the gimmick's the same, though, just like I'm not gonna care about it. You know, like they could put him with Bo and Curtis all they want, but if his gimmick is still Bray Wyatt, like I'm just gonna tune out immediately and be like, okay, you're boring as fuck.
So something like I like the idea of like the Wyatt family thing. Just tweak it. If it's tweaked the right way, it could be used correctly. Tom also just said that the WWE just came out with the top 10 factions, and the Wyatt family is not on the list. I'm actually not surprised by that, Tom.
I am not either.
I'm not surprised by it with the way they like it. And I want to say who it's because of who is in it because I like the other members.
Shield was number 1 if I'm not mistaken from that list,
which is also in my opinion because I think
they've been around for like 3, 4, or 5 years.
I think they released it and put the Shield on because the Shield just got back together.
Right, I agree.
It's a promotion tool.
Yep.
You know,
I didn't think they were going to do it.
Shield is better than either incarnation of D-Generation X, you're completely
Evolution.
No,
they're not better than Evolution.
Right.
Not better than the original NWO. Like
you're right.
Like,
they're not better.
Sorry,
but
like they could be on the list all they want.
It's the era they're in though. They're the best right now. They're the best right now, holding it down for a faction though. That's main.
Well, yeah, but there's not really a lot of. What are the only actual real factions that play? It's
you still but you still gotta throw some.
Big fish, small pond.
You still got to throw somebody in from nowadays for the kids so they know, somebody they know too, you know?
Four Horsemen were number 1. I'm going to guess Z said that because it says Disruption Network on the thing. So I guess that was Z.
4 Horsemen should definitely be on there.
Absolutely.
Were
they number 1? Like as he's saying they were number 1 as they were number 1 on the list, or that you're saying they were number 1, period? Let me know.
He was number 1.
Yeah. So
what the fuck was I gonna say?
So yeah. The
Benoit is another one for me.
They were gonna put. I didn't think they were gonna have the Shield go for the belts with Seth already having the IC belt, but they're doing it. I thought the Shield would get a 4th member.
Oh, okay.
I thought Angle was gonna be the 4th because Angle's coming back to the ring, and he wants to kind of go against the Authority, and like it would make it so he doesn't have to wrestle quite as much if he's in tags. Right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, I don't think that's gonna happen.
That sucks because that would be cool because I thought you were right and on the right track with that because did they fight more than did the Shield have to fight more than just the three guys again this past week? Sean, did all the heels come back out again?
No, what they did was they came out. Well, they did. They came out to the ring, but then the Shield came out through the crowd, and they had fucking axe handles that they were using like kendo stick style and beating the shit out of people. And then they kind of strategically, took people out. I think throughout the night.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. If I remember,
they couldn't like interfere in anything, or else they'd get fired or whatever. So they did the Seth and Dean came out. It's like, what do you mean? No, this isn't the Shield. This is just Seth and Dean. And then Roman came out at the end and fought with fucking Braun Strowman on the stage, and ended up putting him like through a fucking platform or something off the stage.
Oh yeah,
It was kind of cliche, It was like we've seen this a million times. They don't know how to like kind of take it home. They do shit like that.
I'm not really huge on the train of turning Roman heel, but goddamn, for this feud with how fucking white hot Strowman is. Like, why'd you turn him heel? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
They did the same thing with what we were talking about it when they turned Shinsuke heel.
Right.
Why, when he's like you just said, he's white hot? Why do it?
No, but Shinsuke wasn't. Yeah, Shinsuke was coming down a lot, especially when he lost that match. Because I thought he was going to win at Mania. Personally, I don't know if you did or not.
I figured he was going to. Obviously, I wanted Styles to win. He's one of my all-time favorites.
Right. I didn't feel like all the piss was taken out of it at that point, but I definitely feel like a majority of it was. But Strowman at the moment is just still white fucking hot. He's just this big dude who probably.
I think they're still kind of behind him. You know, he gets a couple boos now, but it ain't
would
like
you
what
guys
you would think.
Right.
Would you guys be surprised if he, even with interference, if he loses the match?
Who?
That if Strowman loses the match?
Are they facing each other Sunday at Hell in a Cell?
At Hell in a Cell, yeah. He's turning his thing in then. Here's two things.
Of course he's losing.
Here's two things. One, it would be sweet if somehow he gets the briefcase back.
He ain't. He already cashed in.
I know. But
Which technically they said, the bell didn't ring, but now he hasn't had it for 2-3 weeks. That's bullshit.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's fucking bullshit.
Well, he handed it in, but is it used because
no, they're doing what we call this.
Yeah, forget. Yeah,
Never happened.
It never happened. Yeah, so exactly. But so my point
bastards.
is, because he's a heel now, it'd be cool if he did some heel stuff.
No, I wanted him to still be Monster in the Bank shit or whatever.
Right.
Get it back. Or do you think if he loses, he'll then immediately just squash the other two? Like, let's say somehow all 6 guys are in the ring together, and then Braun still loses the match. Does he then turn on them and squash them like he's done with anyone else he's had to wrestle with because he just doesn't need them?
Possibly. I don't know. I just think it would be.
Alliance is over.
I think it would just be stupid to have him lose. You know, to have Braun lose.
Yeah, but you can't have the newly crowned Universal Champion lose on a B pay-per-view.
I mean, you can though, because then you could just go into something Shield related afterwards, and
not when Seth's got the IC title and they're going for the tag titles. No way. You'd have to have them lose the tag match, have Seth have an IC match, lose the IC title, and then him lose the belt. They're doing what they do with every faction when they're still, hot. They're putting all the belts on. Because they've always done that on Raw. They did it with Evolution. They did it with DX. All the things we were talking about. That's not dude, I'm telling you. You know what's going to happen? Braun's probably going to, throw fucking Reigns through the caged wall. They're going to do what happened.
Oh, yeah.
Reigns wins. Yeah, it's stupid. They've done this so many times.
I don't know.
Their writing's terrible.
I'm interested to see, but still. So, all right. Well, we're pretty much at the end. You're going to have to wrap up.
The writing's terrible because they don't have Freddie Prinze writing for them anymore.
That's
don't
a good
laugh.
point.
He was there for Ruthless Aggression, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Good shit.
Later Ruthless Aggression, I believe, because Brian Gurewitz, if I pronounce that.
Another one.
Yeah, he was another great writer, yep.
Fuck, there was another one, too. I'll never remember his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Court Baylor or something, or Court Bauer. Bauer.
It might be something like that. I definitely wouldn't doubt that.
He was another good one. They were pointing all this shit out. He was in shoot interviews. And this was I'm learning about this, after the fact, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's now I care about who wrote it.
Right.
It was a better time, So,
no, you're gonna want to know who did what and who was responsible for the ideas that made something huge, So,
well,
thank you to all the sponsors. We got Mill, Vigneto, Seasonal Sports, Illustrated, GT Cornerstone Security. So, We thank everybody.
We love you.
Thank you, Utica Club, for the beer.
Hell yeah. Utica Club.
One other thing. Just people need to know. The Nye Volkswagen in Rome, if you stop into the showroom on 5865 Taberg Road in Rome, see why other customers love their Nye VW. If you mention Disruption Network, you receive $250 off your purchase. That's pretty cool.
It's a nice chunk of change.
Yeah, it's a nice little bit of, you can buy a new car, and then with the money you saved, you can go out for a nice big dinner. So
hit the strip club.
Yeah. So thank you to Scott, and especially thank you to Tom for chiming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Definitely be interactive. And if you're watching this at a later date, still comment. Let us know what you think about the show in general, but what we're talking about. Leave your suggestions. We appreciate it.
And if you have any questions, let us know and we'll answer them.
Yeah, message us. It's all good. All right, and we will check you next time.
Peace.
Yeah.
Wrestle Fandom Radio, Disruption Network, Stu Garrett rated R, ZB on the set first, Utica, New York, them CNY wrestling fans, giving you results like attendance, heads are in the stands, rumors in advance, who's returning, who got injured, we're paying homage to the legends going through the tenure, I had to spit it on wax, we give opinions and facts, all the latest updates, who was getting the strap, who was getting pushed, who was heating, who was cheating, who got buried for a top spot and who was leaving. What you think of TNA? What you think of the E? Who's the best in Ring of Honor? Who's in NXT? Also Lucha Underground and New Japan Pro. AAA in Mexico, you know this is the fan show. We do this for the love and show it locally. This is what a wrestling podcast's supposed to be. Disruption Networks, Wrestle Fandom Radio, reviewing the pay-per-views, talk about your favorite show, hear about who made the news, latest on the internet, what's a shooter, what's a work, who's the champ's biggest threat. Disruption Networks, Wrestle Fandom Radio, reviewing the pay-per-views, talk about your favorite show, hear about who made the news, latest on the internet, what's a shooter, what's a work, who's the champ's biggest threat. Do you hate Roman Reigns? Who's the best in the Shield? Will John Cena eventually end up turning the heel? We Young Bucks and Bullet Club, and I'm signing with Vince. World Wrestling Entertainment, dotted line on the Prince. So Kenny Omega make his debut in the States, taking AJ's title, grave his name on the plate. So Jericho retire, who will ever beat Brock Lesnar? Will he re-sign? Who will be his top contender? Will CM Punk return again for one more match? Maybe headline WrestleMania for one more stretch? Maybe HBK, you could keep Ric Flair. Finally get the 1, 2, 3 with a pin over Taker. Will Daniel Bryan stay being cleared to compete? Will they break Asuka's streak? Is she fearing defeat? So many questions to be answered. Got the 411 Wrestle Fandom Radio, and there's a lot more to come. Check us out. Disruption Networks, Wrestle Fandom Radio, reviewing the pay-per-views, talk about your favorite show, hear about who made the news, latest on the internet, what's a shooter, what's a work, who's the champ's biggest threat.
Hey, Disruption Network. This is Mike Sacco, the general manager at Nye Volkswagen of Rome. If you don't know me by name, it's only because you have not received the best deal. There's only one reason to leave Utica, and that's to come see me in Rome and get the best deal on your next new, pre-owned, or certified VW. Mention that you heard this ad from Disruption Network and receive $250 off your next vehicle purchase. You'll know why our customers say, I love my Nye VW. Come see us at 5865 Rome Taberg Road in Rome, or visit us online at nyvwofrome.com.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish, and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Pasalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Pasalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Pasalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick. and the team at Passalacqua Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.